Good evening, folks. Hope everybody's having a great week. Halfway to the weekend now. We're out here at Winding on RF4 tonight. There's a spot that's supposed to be pretty active for Dace, and we still don't have a trophy Dace for our task completion for telescopic fishing. So, figure now's as good a time as any to get back to trying to get one of those. Let's see, the spot that I believe is right here by the little dock here. Might be a little further up, but bait we're going to use for this, we're going to use casters. All my lines set up accordingly. We'll use casters and redworm for this. So since we got a bit of a current here, I am going to use 3 different color floats to make it easy to keep up with everything. And there's that. This one's good. We'll go and switch it to 22 hooks, caster and redworm. And last one. And we're going to be using a depth of 22 centimeters for this. Hey, Demeter, how's it going? You're out at the Norwegian Sea. Catching anything good? Aiming for hopefully a trophy Dace today. I saw on the official Discord that there's a this spot here is supposed to be fairly decent right now for Dace, so I figure it's a good opportunity to try to pick that one up. All right, let's go ahead and cast this on out there. See what we get. And in Fishing Planet news, this Friday does begin a new Thanksgiving themed event on there, so we'll be checking that out on Friday's stream. Tonight's tea is a Lady Grey. Still haven't gotten your frog and Dace trophies here? Well, allegedly this spot's supposed to be active according to the official Discord, but then again, every time I follow advice from there, I never have such luck. So we'll find out. Get any new telescopic rods or anything like that lately? We can get a few diving beetles while we're here. Oop, none there. Oh, got our first nibble here. Missed it. Actually, I need to bring these poles a little bit closer together. I think they're going to miss some timing on this if they're that far apart. Yeah. Oh, so you got that day so close. How it is though. That's the unfortunate side of trophy hunting, is that you're at the mercy of RNG at the end of the day. Alright, got some nibbles on line 3 over there. Ooh, okay, someone took line 2. Boy, these are gonna be quick hits here. Get back into the rhythm here. Here we go. First fish. It's like perch. Tiny little perch. I may end up taking the red worms off of here and just doing caster, but Give it a little bit of a time to see how it does. I don't want to get like perch and stuff like that. But the red worms are going to draw a lot of those. These all recast here. All right. Looks like there is an error on my, there you go. A weird Twitch error there for a second. Looks like it's back to normal now. All right, fish number 2. Like a little chub. A little eyed, okay. My Dimmer, is your Twitch player having issues? Mine is suddenly just like on my playback anyways, keeps going to an error screen and I have to reload it. I don't know if that's just something on my player right now, because yours is good. Okay, good. So it's just something on my end. Thanks for letting me know. Had a Windows update. I'm sure it probably broke a setting somewhere. Always tends to. Got some nibbles on 2 and 3 here. Missed that one. Reposition these a little bit. We've got, looks like a common roach coming in. Yeah. Cast these back out. So we started fishing on Fishing Planet at the UK map, seeing a lot of they share a lot of the same fish species as RF4. So that's been interesting to see the difference in how the two games approach the different fish. Got several carp there, grass, mirror, leather, common. Got some common roach. Been trying to get a tench on there. Hey Canadian, how's it going? I get a see if I can get a trophy Dace here tonight. And I was mentioning that Friday I'm going to definitely be doing, I'll probably do 2 nights of Fishing Planet Road tomorrow night and Friday night, because it's the start of the Thanksgiving event. I'm planning to do a stream of that as well, as getting into that event, see what it's all about. What you've been up to today? Getting plenty of bites out here. No Dace yet, though. We got a another perch coming in here. My Lady Gray's cool enough to drink now. Still a little warm, but doable. Still working on the living room there. Yeah, I've been still working on. Essentially, I have a 2 kitchens. One's a full kitchen. One's more of like an in-law suite kitchen. And I've been working on, but the main kitchen has been out of commission for a while due to some various plumbing issues and whatnot. So I've been working on getting that fixed. So I've been busy with that, so I can definitely relate to the housework taking up time and getting everything moved so I can migrate what I've been making do within the in-law kitchen to the primary kitchen. Some nibbles on 3 here. This might be a Dace. Yeah, it's a marker, not a trophy, but it's a start. Now we just need the trophy to come out and play. Oof, yeah, you get plumbing issues you can't fix, it gets expensive real quick. Ooh. Some JP007 in game just got a whole pile of 3-spine stickleback records there all at once. Oh, that is the worst, getting grease and stuff down the drain. You know, a lot of, especially in rental, but even in homeowning, a lot of people just were never taught not to pour grease, especially down drains. Say that's a combination of societal failing and also, at least in the U.S., a failing of the transition we had from education, being able to educate people on a lot of like just common life things like that, and going more just all college preparatory. I remember there was a time when you'd have like a home ec class that would teach you lessons like that, like don't pour grease down the sink; it's gonna harden up, and you're gonna have a mess. Things like don't flush toilet paper or not tissues and paper towels down the toilet. I don't know why my Twitch player is having so many issues, but so if there's ever any if anyone gets any hiccups on the playback, let me know, because my Twitch player right now is just crashing left and right, so I can't see the playback itself. Nibbles on 1 here. Hey there, Katsura, how's it going? Doing well here, just trying to hopefully catch a trophy Dace. Knock that challenge out for telescopic action. Hey, there's a mole cricket. Take that. Also, anyone that is we've got next month is the first league competition season for Fishing Planet. So Canadian and I are trying to recruit any players that are playing Fishing Planet or interested in playing Fishing Planet over to there to join our club, and we can take part in that competition, plus help each other level, all that kind of good stuff. Hydrate, you got it. Cheers. Appreciate it. Some time? No, missed it. All good, Kotzer. It's definitely understandable. Never know till you try, Demeter. I will say, and this is something I've talked about a lot on my Fishing Planet streams, that both games in my mind are different enough that they stand apart to as their own games, and there's obviously things shared in common because they're both fishing games, but there's enough different about each one that like there's certainly enough pros to each one and on its own to play each. What I'll say about Fishing Planet is that it's a little more respectful of your time, whereas like RF4, you've got to be willing to put a lot of hours into RF4 to accomplish much. Fishing Planet, you can take it a much more casual place. Like you can play for 30 minutes, an hour a day, and you won't feel like you're not getting anywhere, which is nice. But the big thing that I'm looking forward to, and kind of what got me, I played Fishing Planet a couple years ago, and walked away from it. And what's gotten me back into it is that they've got an ocean map coming out that's it's huge. It's got multiplayer boats where you got multiple people on your boat together fishing, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that and getting leveled up in preparation for it. It's been a fun journey. Meanwhile, over here on RF4, just trying to knock out some things here and there. It's a slow build to those next telescopic rods. So on the multiplayer boat, they haven't released yet how many players can be on the boat at the same time, but I imagine it's going to be at least 4, maybe potentially like I could see them doing like 5 or 6 or something like that. But on Fishing Planet, it is, you can have a whole bunch of players on the map together, fishing together, and you can watch each other fish and fight the fish and stuff like that. So they've already got, like, that's already part of the game. But boats in Fishing Planet currently, you can only have one person in it. You can see your other people boating around, but you can't be on the boat with them. So the ocean update's going to change that. But you can already like fish together on the shoreline and stuff like that. No, so there is a grind in Fishing Planet, but it's not as hardcore as RF4, and a lot of that has to do with one of the big features in that game is that you can fast forward time. Like it'll show you hot zones for times of the day, and you can fast forward through the day and night, so you can kind of get to the fishing more quickly and not have like you have on RF4, where if it's nighttime and on your lake that there's nothing to catch at night, you're just sitting there waiting for 15-20 minutes for anything to happen. So you can bypass that. And there's also like there's not skills or crafting in Fishing Planet other than ground bait. And it's not a skill, it's just you can get materials and make ground baits. But so in that sense, there's a lot less grind than Russian fishing. But there is certainly still like you are still leveling up and stuff, but it is like money, for example, is nowhere near as bad as RF4 is. You can once you get to around level 24 on there, which you can get to pretty quickly, honestly. There's some maps that you can go to where you can get a whole lot of money and just get all the gear you need without really thinking about it. So that's why I say, like, I think it fits well alongside RF4, where, you know, if you're already spending 4 or 5 hours a day on RF4, but you've got some extra time, you could throw like 30 minutes to Fishing Planet and it won't feel like you're never getting anywhere. Whereas like RF4, 30 minutes a day, you're just never going to accomplish anything. Sure thing. If everyone wants, I've got it's up on my YouTube now. I've got my first stream from it a couple weeks ago. I kind of went into a lot of the direct comparisons between it and RF4. Feel free to check that out on my YouTube and kind of get some more idea of what the differences look like. Looks like you and Haraya the Hook have some good bream spots right now. You guys pop up in the chat like crazy. So yeah, I don't have a link, but it's just youtube.com/my Twitch name, Creedinus. That'll take you to my channel there. I need to add that as a chatbot command. Make a note to myself to do that after this stream. In that quarry, nice. That's an uncommon one for bream. I'm still waiting for the day that Volkov trolling is viable again. I feel like it's been like 5 months now since Volkov has been worth going to troll. We got here another little Dace. Nothing even close to trophy yet. Also, if I need to upsize to size 20 hooks, possibly. Do another scoop here so you can get some diving beetles. Nope, got some algae and a leech though, so that's not bad. Yep, that's the one, Katsura. And I also go into creating the club, which is kind of like a guild essentially on there. And being in the club gets you like they're starting the first. It's a fairly recent feature, but it's going to have like club seasons, which are kind of because they have monthly tournaments on Fishing Planet, and I guess these are going to be like an additional set of tournaments for clubs specifically. And if you're fishing on the same map as other club members, you get like bonus XP and stuff like that the more club members are on the map. So it's a neat way to sort of help each other level, that sort. Well, Demeter, no sign of these trophy days yet. With you, I think they don't exist. I think they're a figment of someone's imagination. I'm at 20 centimeters. Getting the biggest days from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so maybe when the time rolls around, we'll have a little bit better luck. Here's to hoping. I'm going to recast all these lines because they've been kind of dead for a while here. Yeah. Got time to do some shoveling. Almost. Yeah. Just a worm. The other one from 22 to 46%. Just trying to get a trophy. Those trophies, yeah. Well, and, you know, it'd probably help if you already had the skill percentage high, because that definitely like I've definitely observed that there are milestones in your skill percentage that like you'll see a marked a noticeable increase in your trophy catch rate. Like one of them was at 90%. I noticed I was getting a lot more trophies after I hit 90% in skill percent. And obviously like the rig points and things of that sort. And that's still why like when I eventually do get enough silver to get one, I'm going to go with the trophy hunter telescopic rods instead of the Inferno, just so that I have a higher catch rate of trophies, even if it's only like a very, very tiny percentage. Just anything I can do to try and beat the RNG a little bit when I'm fishing for stuff. Slider rig, yeah, it's so you know I've played around with slider rig and fixed lit rig on telescopic, and they seem to perform kind of equal. I haven't really noticed much of a difference between the two. The main advantage with on telescopic with slider rig is that if you're fishing deeper, the slider rig lets your bait get down to your set depth quicker. The main advantage of slider rig is if you're using a bolo rod or match rod, I believe the slider rig lets you get a lot deeper than you can with fixed float rig, but on telescopic, I don't really know that it affects what you're catching at all. At least I've never noticed a difference between the two. Or it is really helpful is if you're telescopic trolling, having the slider rig so that the bait gets down quicker while you're trolling helps a lot. There we go. What we got? Looks like an eyed coming in. Yep, the 1 kilo eyed, not bad. We cast this here. Come on, Dace, where y'all at? Got here, looks like another perch coming in. On line 1, nibbling. Cast that. No, I haven't tried double cast. Let's yeah, let's go ahead and try that because the worm's going to be getting those perch and eyed, which I don't care so much about. Let's double up on the casters and see if we can target Dace a little more effectively that way. I gotta get outside here soon. There's something on one of my windows with the now that winter's pretty much here and the leaves are all gone, there's a branch somewhere that's getting caught in the wind and it keeps tapping one of my windows. It's the most irritating thing. Figure out where that's which window's getting tapped and trim that down. The joys of homeowning. Dung beetle. No diving beetles yet though. Any other big video games coming out the rest of this year? I can't think of any. Allegedly, they're supposed to be finally revealing an actual official teaser for Grand Theft Auto 6 next month. I'll believe it when I see it, but I don't know what everyone else feels about that. But I just, at this point, I don't think it can live up to the hype. I mean, it's been, what, like a decade since Grand Theft Auto 5? I just don't know that at this point, the expectations are going to be so high for Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't know that they'll be able to live up to it. And there's on 1 here. Take the bait there, fish. Your time now. Come on. There we go. Missed it anyways after all that. Terrible. Right, there's something playing with line 2. Yep. Like another bleak. Interestingly, the double caster seems to be really targeting the bleak right now. Online. Yeah. Another eyed chunky one looks like. Yeah, 1.2 kilo eyed, not bad. Yeah, I've noticed that too about bleak. Like they'll just randomly pop up like, "Hey, here's a nice trophy," and then they'll go on their way. Like, all right, nice, thanks, bleak. We got here looks like a Dace maybe. 77 grams, still way shy of a trophy. Another scoop in here. Come on, diving beetles. Just a leech. I I really feel like, and someone else noticed this too when I was mentioning on a stream last week. I feel like in one of the recent game updates, they have lowered the catch rates of premium bait in the shovel and scoop. I don't really have a good way to confirm that, but I am definitely noticing far less premium bait catches than I used to. One of my viewers was saying they were noticing the same thing. There's anecdotal evidence right now, but sneaking suspicion that it's the case. The Dace coming in here. Tiny one, not even a marker. Got some nibbles on line 3 here. Hopefully there'll be some cafe orders for some of these fish. A little bit of profit out of it since these are otherwise not very worthwhile fish to catch money-wise. Just nibbling away over there, line 3. Recast it. So what may be the issue if you're using just one rod, there's I'll pull this out to show, and we can see how it does, but while the line isn't taut, you get this drifting with current thing down there on the bottom, and when it's in the drifting with current state, it does tend to have a higher bite rate. The question is whether or not the higher bite rate makes up for not having 2 additional lines out. In some cases it does, in other cases it doesn't. And this is also why teletrolling works pretty well on rivers where there's a current, but if you go to lakes and try to troll with telescopic, it's very, very, very rare that you'll actually get a bite, because with the rivers, the whole time you're going to be having that that drifting with current state. But it's just it's hard to quantify whether or not it's ultimately more productive to be doing just one out while the versus having 3 lines out. Now, one thing you can do, which I might go ahead and try that on here, is you can just constantly cast and recast the lines so that you have 3 lines all getting the drifting. And then as soon as they hit that point where they no longer have the drifting, you can pull them out and recast and let them drift again. Yeah, there's definitely a learning curve to telescopic, especially with like the timing on some of the bites. Like there's some fish that'll do what I call a false drop, where they'll hit and immediately bring the float all the way underwater. So your instinct will be that that's the time to set the hook, but those fish will pull it down, let go, and they'll float come back to the top, and then they'll take it again on the second strike is when you set the hook. But it gets difficult when you have those fish sharing the same location and bait as fish that do, like as soon as they pull it underwater, you have to set it. So like learning some of those at each body of water and each fish's habit is definitely its own learning curve once to get used to. I will say the best, in my opinion, bodies of water to really like hone telescopic skills on are Ladoga Lake and Tunguska. Ladoga Lake especially, like you go to there's always at least one good active telescopic spot on Ladoga Lake. And when those spots are active, it is ridiculously active. So that's a really good one to learn or to practice juggling multiple rods at. And right now, it seems like Black Sea Shamai are active at somewhere on Seversky Donets. And when that's the case, bringing some ultralight telescopics out there is a great way to get some XP. They're all still drifting. Go ahead and do some shoveling here. There's a cockchafer larva. Not bad. How's the Norwegian Sea been since they changed, I guess, and made the fish locations and bait preferences rotate? Has everyone kind of figured out all the new locations and preferences already? Amazing for Silver Farm. Well, yeah, I mean, the sea is always going to be great for that compared to everything else. Wherever I see STS Boom in the in-game chat has found an active Black Sea Shamai spot out there, so it's pretty good place to be at. Seversky's actually the river I first learned and started playing with telescopic on. Like when I was leveling early on, I would usually have like 1 telescopic rod and 2 bottom rods out so I could catch like stuff like that for cafe orders. But when I unlocked Seversky is when I first decided to try really getting into telescopic fishing. Now, I was lucky at the time when I did because Black Sea Shamai and Citrel were really active on the docks. So that was a good learning experience. Even with the even going with triple drifting, we're not getting a whole lot of action. A little bit of nibble here, but what I would call a stellar bite rate. Hoping we get at least one float fishing game. Slowly making that climb to 100%. Got, looks like Dace coming in here. Yep, 111 gram. We're getting a little closer now. Still a long ways off from trophy, but biggest one we've caught so far. Recast these so they get their drifting with current bonus. We're in for the Dace farm. Good luck. Hopefully one of us will catch a trophy. Or even better, a blue tag. No premium baits from that shovel. Come on now, Trophy Dace. Oh, you're out there somewhere. Yep, I'm using a mono line on here, so should be plenty clear. Mono line with no leader, so there should be fine. Sort of see a nibble there, but nothing happened there. Recast these. Are using a 9.7 pound. All right, I'll try that out. Appreciate it. Let's see if we get a little bit of a bite rate with that. That thinner diameter may make a difference. Where's that right here? Line is too short, but do that. Okay. This one. Yeah, I guess maybe the diameter of the line is affecting them here. Let's see, long enough. Nope. All right, let me run by the tackle shop and grab 2 more of those. Appreciate that. So that should be long enough to put on there. There we go. And we'll just keep the other one where it's at for now. All right, see how that goes. So the line 3 with the red and white float is still the thicker diameter line on it, whereas the other two are on that invis. Be able to make a direct comparison of the bite rate that way. 58 gram Dace. Recast. And get some more scoop action in. Nothing good. Yeah, I really suspect that in one of those recent updates, they nerfed the premium bait catch rate. There used to be about 1 in 3 scoops or shovels I get at least one premium bait, but I've been going like 6 or 7 in a row without any now. That's at 100% harvesting with all points invested, so kind of stinks if that is the case. All right. Another small-eyed, it looks like, coming in here. Yep, not even half a kilo. Another, looks like a little chub actually coming in now. Yep, tiny little chub. Recast, make sure they keep that drifting with current bonus on. This one there. Got, looks like a bleak. Yep, 40 gram bleak. Still not a lot of Dace though. Eyed. If you need big eyed, you might be able to target them with a double caster. Seems like they're hitting pretty frequently right now. There's another rhino beetle larva. It's not terrible. All right, where you at, Dace? I was promised trophy Dace at this location. But there was something nibbling this one. Yeah. Another bleak, I think. Yep, 79-gram bleak. Missed it. I don't know if the triple drifting is really paying off. I mean, certainly some hits happening, but I feel like juggling the rod so much, you're getting hits happening while you're mid cast on a rod, so you end up missing the strike more often than not. Hey, a float gain. All right, only 32 more to go to 100%. Got some nibbles on one. There's small Dace, it looks like. Yep, not even 50 gram. Another scoop in and recast everything. Algae, still no diving beetles. Yeah. Where's all these trophy Dace at? Blue tech, man. At this point, I'd settle for even some markers. Close to sunset again already. Nick, I don't know what's been up with Twitch between your account problems on there, and now I'm having all sorts of player playback issues. They're doing something over there that's seems to be messing some stuff up. All right, I'm gonna try a little different. I'm gonna go down here and just kind of walk it and see if we can have any luck that way. I'd say one day I'd love to see a survival style game that actually has good fishing. I'm sitting here doing this like drifting. I'm like, man, this would be great to like build a raft and just float down a river and catch and cook. Are there any closer? Yeah, I could try doing a short cast. See if can get a little closer there. Usually, I find if I cast it close to the shore, I get a lot more bleak. Looks like oh, there's a little Dace there. Wee little guy. If you stay positioned here, I can also still grab the other lines if they get a fish on. There's something playing with line 2 right now. Okay, so it does seem like a little bit closer to the shore may improve the Dace right here. Try doing that with these lines as well. A little short cast. Nothing on that cast. Gonna pick one up as it goes by the front of the dock here. Probably be the last cast of the night as well. And get ready to go cash these fish in. We got a nibble on line 2 there again. Tiny Dace here. Anything else? Nope. All right. Let's go ahead and work our way over. Second streamer this week that hit a blue tag angler. Nice. Yeah, I guess the new fish preferences locations must have buffed the anglers or something. Then people were having a lot of trouble getting those before. I'll see if we got any cafe orders we can fill. Definitely don't have the roach. Yeah, we should have the Dace order filled. So it's 27 silver. Maybe the bleak. Yeah. This is a 40 silver from the cafe so far. Like that's going to be it. All right, let's see what our total, man, hardly any markers in here. This is I guess we've got like 12 silver here. The angler's been in 75 since the update. So there you go. Anyone out there at the sea looking for anglers, check the 75 meter hole. 55 from Canadian. Any other guesses on what we've got in our keep net here? I'm definitely guessing it's under 20. I'm gonna stick with 12 silver. 21.29 from Demeter. Alrighty. At least I got like 47 silver out of the cafe orders. That. Okay, it was a little more than I was expecting. This looks like Demeter's closest by Price is Right rules at 37, so not too shabby. Almost 80 silver for less than an hour of just messing around trying to get some Dace. There's the happy hour has concluded. So that will wrap things up here for tonight. Tomorrow and Friday are both going to be... Actually, I may do RF4 again tomorrow since I am definitely doing Fishing Planet Friday for the event. So just stay tuned. Tomorrow will be one of the two, and then Friday's definitely going to be Fishing Planet. And if I do RF4 again tomorrow, I'll probably, assuming this spot's still active, try again for a trophy Dace out here, see if we have better luck than we did tonight. Go and get some shovel action in for good luck here. No good luck. Not even a Nightcrawler. Terrible. With that said, I know it was a bit of a short stream, but I gotta get back to doing some plumbing work on my kitchen. So hope everyone has a good night or good day, depending on your time zone, and some good fishing wherever you're at. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take it easy, folks.